Meanwhile, the onion supply problem in the Philippines pushed prices to as high as 600 pesos per kilo. The Science and Technology Department hopes to help mitigate the problem by boosting local production through science-based solutions. To tell us more about this, we are joined by Julio Cesar Sicat, Director of DOST Region 3. Good morning, Director.
Afternoon.
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mickey.
All right, so tell us more first about the two universities that you will be teaming up with to help out with the onion crisis. Where did this initiative start?
Yeah, in fact, we started this initiative a couple of years ago with the assistance on development of technologies to monitor the pathogens present in soil and water. That's with the Central Luzon State University. Then this year, or late last year, we provided funding to the Ecija University of Science and Technology and Tarlac Agricultural University for them to study intensive production of onion indoors. Meaning we should be producing onions under controlled environment wherein we will be able to eliminate the risk of diseases and pest infestation, as well as the problem of unwanted irrigation or the unwanted rains, which normally damages the onion. So with this partnership with the different universities in Central Luzon, we are positive that we will be able to develop production protocols which would enable farmers to produce more onions per square meter area, meaning by planting vertically, meaning we will be able to increase the planting density and we will be able to control the environment, and then thereby we will be able to assure the farmer that they would have better harvest than using the farmer's practice.
And now, Director, this research is slated to be conducted all throughout 2023. How exactly will you go about this research and what timeline are we looking at?
Well, right now, the two universities that would be producing onion using smart vertical agriculture and hydroponic system are already starting their laboratory scale production systems, while at the same time putting up the greenhouses where they would be producing onion on a larger scale, meaning they would have to develop the system whereby they would be able to produce on a larger scale, because these technologies had been tested under laboratory conditions, and it came out positive. But of course, we have to try it on a larger scale such that it would be adaptable by farmers. So we expect to have the results by mid of this year, and at the latest we will have the results out by the third quarter of 2023 in time for the December planting season.
All right. And Director, the two universities have been granted almost 3 million pesos each, right, by the government to fund these studies on innovations to ensure the onion supply all year round. If the research of these schools are successful, what further support can we expect from other sectors of the government afterwards? Are you also looking to partner with other organizations for this?
Yes, definitely, because we have government financing institutions which are ready or already have financing windows wherein they could consider technologies developed by the government to be rolled out to the farmers. The DOST in particular has the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program, wherein we provide financial assistance to farmers, meaning we provide technical assistance on a interest-free arrangement, such that more farmers should be able to use these technologies without really spending so much on the capital expenditure. The government can take care of that, the government financing institutions, as well as private financing institutions.
And what can you tell us about the process, our current process of onion farming that led to the situation we're in now? What are the reasons for our onion crisis persisting?
Well, we all know that the harabas or the armyworm infestation last year contributed significantly to the rise in the onion prices, because the stocks of the onions were so small that we were forced to make do with what's available, and of course with the supply and demand situation, the prices of onion rose. But with the DOST and the state universities and colleges focusing on the risk that the farmers normally encounter and eliminating this in the production process, we are very positive that they would be encouraged to reduce the pesticide application, reduce the fertilizer application, plant intensively, and of course they would be earning more per unit area, and that would redound to a more productive endeavor. Because Nikki, onion farmers seldom earn from onion farming. Most of them say that for every 10 cropping seasons, they only earn once. Meaning, for the 9 cropping seasons, they would be losing. But if this technology would be made available to them, tested and guaranteed by the state universities researchers, then they would be assured that every planting season would be a productive and income-generating endeavor.
And Director, let's zero in on the earlier mentioned methodologies. We first have Tarlac Agricultural University experimenting on planting onions, quote, vertically, as mentioned, right? Using smart technologies inside a greenhouse, as opposed to just planting onions employing traditional farming methods. What does this seek to do, and what could be the advantage surrounding this?
Well, we all know that the cost of greenhouses would be quite tremendous. But if we would be producing vertically, meaning per unit area, if you would be planting 5 layers, then you would be increasing the productivity per unit area by 500%. That means a lot, meaning the farmers should be able to produce more, and that also means they would be earning more from the production.
More onions would be produced. And Director, just to clarify, it's solar energy that will be used in this vertical farming system?
Yes, because if you would be using vertical farming systems, you would expect that the lower layers would not be getting as much sunlight as those onions planted at the upper layers. So we would have to supplement the lighting. And by doing that, we would be requiring energy. And if we would tap the usual energy sources, that would entail so much cost on the onion farmer. So we are recommending, or we would be developing the use of solar technologies in providing the light to the onion plants without necessarily incurring so much cost on the farmers. If we would use solar technologies, the only cost would be the capital expenditure, and that could be recouped probably in 3 years' time.
Right. And on the other hand, we have Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, planning to study onion production using hydroponics, or this near soil-less system, which may also eliminate factors that affect supply. Tell us about the pros and cons of this hydroponic system. Why is this method actually viable?
Thank you. Actually, hydroponics had been there for quite a long time, and it's been used for planting lettuce and other crops indoors, no? But we believe that the use of hydroponics had been there on a kitchen scale for so long, and we would want this process to be adapted for onion production. But one limitation of hydroponics is the cost of the nutrient solution. And the Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology would be developing the system of planting onions hydroponically, meaning in layers also, but they would be using nutrient solutions that can be sourced out locally and would be much cheaper than the commercial solutions currently being used by hydroponic systems users. And the plan of the Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology is to produce it at a cost that would be quite acceptable and would make onion production more income generating.
And Director, following all this, how much of our onion shortage would you say is artificial, and how much of it is actually a lack of supply? How much of our problem concerning the onion crisis can be helped through science?
Well, I cannot give a good figure relative to the lack of onions, but I can safely say that the Central Luzon had been producing 75% of the total national onion production. And if we would be able to at least double that amount, then I think the onion shortage would be a thing of the past, especially if we will be able to roll out the technologies that would be developed by these 2 universities nationwide then we will be able to produce onions everywhere, anywhere in the country, strategic locations, producing onion all year round, probably 3 to 4 times in a year. I think the problem of onion would be a thing of the past.
All right, on that note, we'll continue hoping for the best. All exciting things ahead. Thank you for joining us, Director Sikat. You stay safe.
Thank you.